Blessed ones of the nations of the world, one more time. This is your brother Dan Moses or say Yasakodia of TRC, Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our exposés for this very session, this week's session. Testimony, New World, is that we have received part 166. This is part 167, which is what to do. Aquaba to the program Testimony World is the New World Disorder. Yeah, yes, we see that Elias was a man. I feel the pain of my brother Nanakojo Eidu. The families in Ghana know very little as to what is happening to us. The evil force that is coming against the family. That is why I have, by the grace of God, contended on the behalf of the family, as God leads me to do, and on behalf of my nation. We are mourning. At the appointed time, we would understand the grave harm that was being done to the family secretly, the exploiting of some of the family members secretly, unknown to many of us of the family, which led to the diversionary tactics of medical terrorism against the entire human race after they have killed my father and my uncle. We have suffered the unimaginable at the hands of this dangerous US undercover agent, the unthinkable have been suffered at her hand. And now the Akufo and his government, Joe Biden. But we are here to receive what to do. May the precious soul of Nana Kojo rest with the just God. Ghana, America, and the nations of the world, I need our help. We should help me by financially sanctioning Nana Addo Akufo. Financially, every member of his family, all his cabinet ministers, his council of state members, every member of his government, every appointee of his government, we are sanctioning them, boycotting their business, destroying their financial interests globally in response to their hatred and their evil, which has been presided on by the state of Ghana for the past 3 years, and they haven't cost my brother's life. We are responding, and we are taking it to Joe Biden at the White House. Joe Biden, all his family members, America, help me. Europe, Asia, Australia, Ghana, Africa, help me. We are financially sanctioning them for entering my bank accounts in America and looting my funds for my killer and the killer of my family members. We are sanctioning them until total justice is served. We want to tell them that we don't carry the bombs and the bullets and the guns and the medical terrorism vaccines that they have. We carry the name of God and we carry our unity, and no weapon is beyond the power of unity that God can display among the human race against the evil geniuses. Let's go to what to do. What to do. What to do is from Europe, Asia, Australia, and the nations of the world, Africa, Ghana. Let us understand that my Bible is not a history book. This world has been there for a very long time. There is a courageous man that took the throne of America, and he told the American people, he was shocked After when he took the office and realized, came to face with the reality of how their nation, their democracy, their constitution, their declaration of everything has been destroyed by his predecessors. And he said that this has been around for a long time. I will not mention his name, but we know that that man still eventually they whisked, they pulled his throat, his national from his butt. They pulled it and gave it to a wicked man that can destroy his nation further. I'll come back to the program testimony. The word is that. Why did I have to tell? I have to tell us this, that we understand that. Because the Bible is not a history book, it is speaking today. Let's understand that the evil that we are seeing today in Ghana and in the nations of the world, God by His word has brought us to our understanding that what was happening in the days of old, the days of the Bible, they are with us here today. So any problem, any wickedness, evil, anything that we ought to stop, as members of the human race, we have to stop it and stop it now and not wait for tomorrow. I called on the United Nations that the tribal evil minds in Ghana, we have to stop tribalism in Ghana. The evil that is destroying the nation, we have to stop it before the tribalists of Ghana destroy the human race. I've called on the United Nations and we ought to do this. Terrorism is no game, it's no fun. And we have to take tribalism, which is ingrained in the hearts of the members of the government of Nana Addo Akufo. We have to take it on and not let them destroy the human race. Let's stop it before it destroys us. Every evil that is destroying the human race, all our challenges, poverty, fake news, all the helplessness, armed robbery, diseases, all kinds of helplessness that we are seeing in the world that is keeping humanity down. We ought to act about them and act and not wait for tomorrow, because the wicked in the world, they know not to give up their evil. They know not. We shall learn this from the Bible. We are going to John chapter 12. We have moved from John 11 to John chapter 12. Let me read to us. Jesus has raised Lazarus from the dead. The same people that were doubting that Jesus had the ability to raise Lazarus, after I told them, don't think about tomorrow. It is now. I'm solving the problem now. I'm the life and the resurrection. I'm here to solve the problem. They're saying, in the future he shall raise. Eventually, Jesus lifted Lazarus up from the grave in their eyes. He bonded with them and solved the problem. He did not wait for tomorrow. Okay. Afterwards, the same people that were called doubting Thomases, the chief priests. When I talk about the chief priests, it is not of old. I'm talking about religious wicked that have taken over the house of God to bond with another Akufo, to kill Ghanaians and to cover up. They are here with us today. They decided to kill Jesus. They decided to plot to kill Jesus. And the unfortunate aspect is, because they know not to cease from evil, they even decided that Lazarus, whom Jesus has raised from the dead, they will kill him one more time. Do you hear that? They plotted to kill Jesus after raising Lazarus from the dead. And they were so evil, step up their evil to seek to kill Lazarus as well. Don't you think that if you don't act, Ghana, we don't act about the evils eating Ghana and destroying our nation, if you don't act about them now, in 2020, I came to the powers that be in Ghana. They ignored me and have let the evil continue after this day. We have to act now, Ghana. We have to stand up. No weapon. We take back our nation. We take back the destiny of our nation. We take back our lives from global evil minds. I read. Then Jesus, 6 days before the Passover, came to Bethany, the same Bethany that they have congregated in the house of God discussing, will Jesus come to the feast this time? Chief priests, they are using the house of God to plan the killing of Jesus. And they were standing in the house of God. So in ahead of the feast, Jesus boldly entered 6 days before the feast. He wanted to tell them that he was not a coward. Let's read on. He was only prudent to flee before his killers would kill him. That is what he did. Now that he feels he's secured, he came courageously to his killers without an iota of fear. That is what the Bible is telling. Then Jesus said, 6 days before the Passover, came to Bethany, where Lazarus was, which had been dead, whom he raised from the dead. He's qualifying it for you to understand. There they made him a supper, and Martha served. Martha said, we shall come here. There's a whole lot for us to receive. Let's gloss over. We shall get back to this. But Lazarus was one of them that sat at the table with him, with Jesus. Then took Mary a pound of ointment of spikenard, very costly, and anointed the feet of Jesus, and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with the odor of the ointment. Then said one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, Simeon's son. He's describing Judas is for us to know the exact person that the Bible is talking about. Not James, not Peter. Judas Iscariot. So when I mention Nana Addo Akufo Addo, I have not done anything which is not to be done. I learned it from that. When I mention Osla Owusu, when I mention Dampare, the evil man that will enter the terror cell with the police to come and assassinate me, I have to mention their names. Let's go on. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pieces? How did Judas got to know that the ointment that was used by Mary to anoint the feet of Jesus, the cost was 300 pieces? He was a professional thief. Just like Ken Oforiatta, who used COVID funds to cover up global evils. I read on. Why was not this ointment sold for 300 pence, and given to the poor? Judas. This he said, not that he cared for the poor, but because he was a thief, Julo, Fiafito, Kwakwe, and had the bag and bear what was put therein. Jesus loved Judas to the point that he gave his offering bowl to Judas. Steal from it. I know you love money, steal from it. And yet, Judas was not content. Sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver to get Jesus killed. They have made all the money that they will make at the expense of the blood of Ghanaians, at the expense of the blood of my family members. And yet they are not content. The economy is totally torn down. They are taking the US government, bribe money upon bribe money. America, your money, taxpayer money, bribe money upon bribe money to cover up global evil against the Ghanaian people. Yet they are not content. They seek to kill the African. This is what the Bible is talking about. Then said Jesus, let her alone. Against the day of my burying, has she kept this. For the poor always ye have with you, but me ye have not always. Much people of the Jews, therefore, knew that he was there. They knew that Jesus was there. And they came not for Jesus' sake, not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might see Lazarus also at the feast, at the supper of that has been organized for Jesus. They came that they must. They came not because of Jesus alone, who raised the dead, but they came that their eyes might see Lazarus also, whom Jesus had the power and raised him from the dead. Wow, miracle. Much of the Jews, much of the Ghanaian, much of the European, much of the United Kingdom, much of the American. The Bible is a living book, so we are talking about today. Okay. And much of the Jews therefore knew that he was there, and they came not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might see Lazarus also, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests, plural, not one man, the chief priests, many of political religious leaders in Ghana, who had for 70 years aided the evil mind of Nana Addo Akufo to kill me, and have killed my family, have killed innocent Ghanaians. Religious leaders. The Bible is not a dead book. It's not one man who plotted with political evil minds and killed my reverend minister in the house of God. It's not one man. That's what the Bible is saying. There are many. Paul Ambene, Kenneth Tedeku, they all have names, right? Yeah, they call themselves religious leaders, and they plot with political evil minds to kill Ghanaians. Let's go home. But the chief priest consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death. Let's underline also. Let's read. But the chief priest consulted that they might put Lazarus also to death. Let's end here. And let's remember that because the Bible wants you to understand that Lazarus, whom Jesus raised from the dead, was the same person that was sitting at the supper made for Jesus in Bethany at the house of Mary and Martha. He was the same person. That is why the Bible has to qualify him with the Lazarus that was raised from the dead. And now he's telling us that they decided to kill Jesus and decided to kill Lazarus also. That we know that the evils of men only grow with time. It gets out of control if it is not checked. They plotted to kill Jesus and stepped up. Nobody, no priest, no politician, no rabbi, no ordinary citizen, nobody, even the high priest has used his office as the high priest Caiaphas to prophesy to kill Jesus. Nobody would act about the situation, and they were hoping that the killing of the innocent of their time, the problem was solved on its own. But from the scriptures, what we have just read, we have gotten to know that any problem of the world, of your nation, of my nation, of Ghana, of Europe, America, Asia, and the days, if it is not solved, it grows with time. It grows with time. The problem created by this undercover agent in the house of God, 9th of December 2006, has gone astronomically from medical terrorism against me to medical terrorism against the entire human race, from robbing me financially to robbing the American people. $1.6 billion at the point. When I blow the whistle, I expose them. They say, okay, now we would add just a little. $5.4 million, they steal it again. You understand? Ghana Embassy, Washington, D.C. have sat in America, operated secret terror cell with global evil minds. And they are doing this evil at the back of Ghana, their state, betraying their nation. 17 years. And I want to encourage the United Nations. I want to encourage the United Kingdom, Ghana, Europe, Asia, Australia, and the nations of the world that we must have the courage to stop the evil that is destroying our nations. The wicked minds that have taken over our nations and are tearing our nation down, destroying the values of our nation. We must, by courage, no weapon, take them on before they destroy us. Because the problem will not solve on its own. This is Bible. It will grow with time. They were killing my family members. I was calling on humanity. 2009, they quickly orchestrated medical terrorism against us. They were saying, whatever, whatever. They did it to all of us. And then they stepped up, wanted to assassinate me. In America, 2022, January, February, March, I did not allow them to kill me. I was calling out on humanity and the nations of the United States, all of us. They orchestrated Russia-Ukraine war to divert our attention from the ulterior agenda being pursued. And the Ukrainians and the Russians are dying. Who told you the evil shall cease if you don't act about it? God bless you. And God bless Ukraine. God bless Russia. God bless China. God bless India, Europe, Australia, Africa, Ghana, Ghana, my nation. God bless my family in Ghana. God keep the precious soul of Nana Akufo. Family, I am with you. You don't understand what is happening to us. Sometimes I fight the global evil forces, the evil minds of Ghana, to the point that I had to punch you at the point that to save you from the evil that is coming at you. The Bible says that for some, with this book, we must pull them from the fire. Some, we must be tactical and Jesus loves you, and you understand. But some, we pull them from the fire. So family, it will take a while for you to understand me. Why sometimes I have to protect and fight for the family the way I do. It looks as if there are some things that maybe I shouldn't say it, because it gives the global evil minds the opportunity to glory over the helplessness of the family. That is a strategy they have used. I remain silent about the exploiting of our family. They are destroying us. I speak about it. It looks as if the family is going through unthinkable reproach. But it's okay. All things shall work together for good. The families in Ghana shall be redeemed. And God shall judge the wicked accordingly. By the entire members of the human race, Ghanaian people stopping the evils of the evil. God bless you. God bless my homeland Ghana. Oh, voila. Bye bye. Owakpi, Ebeshia. Nana Kojoedu. I'm coming to Jema. You have gone, but we shall mourn you peacefully in our weapon. Protestants come and terrorize me and kill me. You cannot. Bye bye.